Hello, my name is Brian McKinley. I'm the Sergeant at Arms for the Oregon House of Representatives, and this is the floor of the House of Representatives, what we call the chamber. This is where your member is during session, and this is where you're going to want to come to bring that member documents or such. This information is useful for the 2023 session. This is being February of 2023. Just be aware that if it is a different year and a different session, the rules are changed by this body all the time. So, as I said, this is just for the 2023 long session. What we're going to go over is protocol, and protocol is a set of rules that we adhere to while we're on the floor of the chamber during session. When we're outside of session, outside of protocol, the 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after session, the rules don't apply. You can still stick to them if you want. Some people do, some people don't. It's up to you. We have a piece of paper outside of the chamber in what we call our little annex. No, wait, that's our annex over there. My office is around the corner there. It's called the annex, if you need to find me. Over here would be the lobby of the House chamber, and we have a piece of paper that explains protocol and some of the details on the back. It will give you a little indication of arrows where to go and what to do, and that's what I'm going to go over today. So if you need one of these, you can either see me or you can find one at the table outside the chamber. The first part of protocol is how you enter and exit your aisle. This is for people on the inside, staffers on the inside of this side of the chamber. We have our Representative Trent Dana over here, and he is going to stand in for the member. What we're going to show is how to get to Representative Dana's desk as a staffer, and then how to exit and when to exit the chamber when it's appropriate. When you come into the chamber, we'll enter during the 23 session because of construction at the end there. That's the only place to enter the chamber. As a staff member, you can enter the door down there. However, members are going to be using it, so it might be a little crowded and honestly a little intimidating to be wandering around with the members. So, as a staffer, you can come down to this door here, which is at the end of the chamber. You could walk this direction over. We're going to find our representative. Remember, Representative Dana's desk over here. My desk, my chair is on this side of the desk, so you don't want to go on the same side as the member. You want to go on the opposite side. Follow down to here. Find your desk, and this is where you sit. Representative? I don't have any messages. Should I go away?
No, you may stay.
Well, I'm going to go away anyway.
Okay.
So I'm going to go away. Then what do? I wait and first make sure that there's no one in this side of the chamber. This is the Republican side. That's the Democrat side. Left side, right side. On here on the left side, I don't see anyone else talking, any member standing or doing anything, so I'm free and clear to go, stand up and walk out. If there was someone standing up and talking, I would wait here until that person, that member, has stopped talking, and either someone on the other side is talking or there's other things going on like procedural things. So right now I'm clear, the representative doesn't need me, so I'm going to stand up and I'm going to leave. I cannot, so I put my chair in, I cannot go sideways, or I cannot go this direction, sideways, or that direction. I have to exit the same place that I entered. So then I walk back here. You might have to weave through members. They'll get out of the way, it's okay. I will walk down this direction, and I will walk and exit out the side door. It might be tempting to follow your member out as they leave the chamber. You think, well, that's the easiest way to get out. However, we as staff have to still follow protocol even though the member can go sideways. To follow our member, we would exit the back, same place we entered, and again, out the side door. As part of protocol, when we're in session, there's an area where only members can stand. Only members of the chief clerk or people he designates. That's called the T. That's the area from here to here the leaders' desks at the end of the chamber, down there. We're not allowed as staff to walk in this area or cross in this area. And that's one of the reasons why we have to go through the odd procedures of going back and forth and not going sideways while we're inside the chamber at our members' desk. Remember, only members can go in this area or someone designated by the clerk. Before or after session, when the members haven't populated the room, if your member needs to take pictures or you want to take pictures for your member's office and they have constituents or guests, we can try to get them in a bit early, right at the beginning of protocol, and take that picture on the floor with permission from the clerk, and then get off the floor. So if you need anything like that, see the sergeant, myself, or one of my pages at the doors, and we can see if we can work that out. But otherwise, during session, only members, that means senators and representatives, can go in what we call the T. If your desk happens to be on one of the sides or in the back, you have kind of a better positioning to get into your chair. I can come around the chamber to this side, and I can come to my chair, if I am with Representative Ruiz, sit at my chair, and be good to go. What am I looking for then when I can leave? I'm making sure that no one in the desk next to me, no member in the desk next to me is up speaking or talking. If no one is, I'm good to leave my desk. If there's someone on the far corner of my section, it's okay, because as long as the desk next to me is not being used by a speaker, I'm good to get up and leave, and go back to my business around to the side and exit the chamber at the door. Those are the basics of protocol. If you have any questions, you can look in the House Rules under 1701 to find the details. We also follow customs and protocol, which might not be listed in there because they are unwritten rules of the chamber. And a lot of this stuff is exactly that, unwritten rules. They are not written because they don't need to be, because we've always followed them, and that's how we operate in the chamber. If you have any questions, I am behind the dais there in my little annex. You can visit me there. You can email me at brian.mckinley@oregonlegislature.gov, or you can find one of my pages and they'll get a hold of me, or you can talk to the chief clerk and their staff when they're in the chamber during sessions. Again, these are good for the 2023 long session. So if you're in a different session, these might not necessarily be the rules you're following. So don't blame me if you're following old rules. It's kind of what you have to know. And thank you again for coming, and I look forward to seeing you on the floor.